Well, how much has happened since I saw you last? I'm sure the tales you could spin are at least as long as mine. When news of the monster army came, we marched at dawn the next day. We were joined by the Tegeans and Corinthians, and word came that the Thebans were already there. We arrived in time to stand and gaze out from these walls here when the first wave of beasts came into view. There are times I am filled with the deepest doubt. These are dark times. I was raised from boyhood to fight, but I was never prepared for the chaos and hopelessness we now face. All of us. What a battle! The enemy host crossed these fields at dusk. The Greeks, united, formed a lethal wall of spear and shield. From behind, our archers rained death upon the enemy. But there were so many monsters, so many. We barely won. And some say this was only because their mysterious general disappeared as the sun set. General Leonidas does not deserve the blame he puts on himself. If you had asked me when we were in Sparta if I would ever stand guard before the walls of our old enemy, I would have laughed at you. But here we are. Most of our enemy have fallen, and while small groups of these creatures still charge our lines, towns and villages elsewhere are burning. Most of our enemy have fallen.
Ah, it's you again. Still alive. I am lucky to be here myself. I thought we Spartans could stop this nightmare on our own. I was a fool. In our pride, we refused help from our Greek brethren, and Sparta suffered a great loss to the monsters. A soldier knows only attack, but I must be more than a soldier. I must be a warrior, and learn to temper my pride. It has become clear that the Spartans must unite with all Greeks if we are to stand a chance against these monsters. I cannot make heads or tails of the Oracle's prophecy, but your deeds in Parnassus are worthy of a hero's song. This Telkin you speak of must be the leader of the horde that attacked us. At the height of the battle, he disappeared, giving us the chance to drive the monsters back. I have heard reports of skirmishes within the city walls. I cannot spare a runner. Would you investigate? I shall not be made a fool again. At least not by the same enemy. If monsters have breached these walls, you would be of more use behind these gates. If monsters have breached...
Most of our enemy have fallen, and while small groups...
I sing now of a mountain nymph named Maia, and how with Zeus she bore a son named Hermes. Thus was born the swiftest god, fleet of foot with sandals winged, patron god of travelers and boundaries, of shepherds and of thieves. Hermes, who leads the dead to Hades, and who has often aided heroes in their tasks. When Maia gave birth, lying in a cave in Mount Selene, she took the infant in her arms and quickly fell asleep. The bright-eyed infant Hermes, seeing that she slept, crawled from her arms and then ran to Thessaly. He found the pasture where Apollo's sacred cattle grazed, forbidden to any but their owner. The infant Hermes stole some cows and hid them well away. He slaughtered one and took its gut, and with an empty tortoiseshell constructed the first lyre. The fleet-foot god then ran back home and wrapped himself back in his mother's arms. But Apollo appeared, angrily claiming Hermes had stolen his cattle. It was then that the infant took the lyre and began to play. and the lyre's sweet sound directly charmed Apollo, god of music, and he relented in his anger. He saw the lyre, and his desire for it was so great, he offered to let young Hermes tend his cattle in exchange for the instrument. And so the first, but not the last of Hermes' mischief came to no ill end. They say that Hermes invented the panpipes next, and traded them for the traveler's staff he always carries. They say that Hermes invented the
Roads not taken. May destiny teach you greatness.
What I'd like to know is, why did they come here, to Athens? Was it our wealth? I'll tell you what worries me. We drove them back from Athens, but what about our farms? All of Athens must be fed. Well, not everything is bad. Goods are selling well, only what do I do when my stocks run low? By boat, you say. Fine, but they're in short supply. They cost a fortune. Tell me this, what will the monsters do if they take Greece? It will become a wilderness. No philosophy, no poetry, no vineyards or olive orchards. Utter tyranny. Well, I can thank Athena that I'm inside these walls and not out there. Well, I can thank Athena that I'm in...
Kairos is almost mad with panic, but what he says seems to be true. Dark magic conjured beasts upon the Acropolis. We are fighting our way up there now. There are storerooms and catacombs beneath the Acropolis. You will find the entrance in the Parthenon. There are storerooms and catacombs beneath the Acropolis.
I beg of you, please help. Our leader is besieged by monsters in the catacombs under the Acropolis. If he dies, then the rest of the world may suffer the same fate. Please, go beneath the Parthenon. Save him quickly! The catacombs! Please! They've gone after him! Beneath the Parthenon. He's down there, at the bottom. Please, you must stop them! The Telkine summoned minions and sent them into the catacombs, then vanished. But I knew what they were after. You can't let them break through that door! The catacombs! Please, save him from the beasts! The catacombs! Please, save him from the beasts!
There are storerooms and catacombs beneath.
The best of human nature shows when united by a common threat. Have you noticed this? With the monster scourge upon us, old rivals help protect each other. Without it, we'd return to petty differences. Yes, I am a philosopher. My greatest love is to ponder the nature of humanity and of this mortal world. What is it in fear that disarms a man? They say that these monsters do not flinch or flee as humans do. Do they know the taste of fear? Are they braver than we are? Or are they mere beasts beneath cowardice and bravery both? You are a warrior, seasoned in battle. Tell me, do you think bravery is what chases out fear? Or can fear and bravery share equal portions of a man's heart? I know much, but the cause of the monster scourge is beyond my understanding. I know much, but the cause of the monster...
Once I sell everything I've got, I'm setting sail for some island that's never seen a monster. Milos or Icaria.
You have no more room.
Hello again.
At your service. Athena guide you.
Gear for magicians. what?
Well, another overburdened warrior. So long, then!
Hello again.
have no more room.
Thank you for saving Phaedrus. Why didn't you speak with him? Return to the catacombs. Please, go back and speak with Phaedrus. Please, go back and speak with Phaedrus.
Kairos is almost mad with panic, but what he says seems to be true. There are storerooms and catacombs beneath the Acropolis.
Yes?
What can I hold? Goodbye!
What?
Mysterious warrior, by saving my life you have done more than you know. I lead the Order of Prometheus in Athens. We are an ancient order, charged with the safekeeping of the mortal realm. What you have heard is true. The force behind these monsters is a powerful being, a lesser titan known as a Telkine. The Titans are an ancient race of gods, much older than Zeus and his brethren. They once had absolute power. All creatures followed their rule. Eventually, the gods created humans and gifted us with intelligence. We defied the Titans on many occasions, and they were determined to destroy us. The gods resisted, refusing to let their greatest creation be destroyed, and a great war ensued. It seemed as though the Titans would triumph. However, a few bold warriors and heroes aided the gods. They banished the Titans to a nether realm. We believed that all the Telkines were banished with them. It seems we were wrong. The Telkine is now bound for Knossos on the Isle of Crete. We fear that he plans to destroy a sacred artifact, which we have guarded for ages. This artifact keeps us in contact with the godly realm. If it is destroyed, there's no telling what will happen. You have to stop him. Go to the docks here in Athens. You will find an agent of our order who will arrange your passage to Crete. Hurry. The fate of the world is in your hands. Thank you, young warrior. I see great promise in you. The Order of Prometheus thanks you for your great service. Do humankind one more, and stop the Telkine in Crete. We must act quickly. There is no telling what will happen if the Telkine reaches this artifact. Please, warrior, hurry! You must stop the Telkine! Please, warrior, hurry! You must stop the Telkine!
Phaedrus sent you? You're the one he's sending to Knossos? Incredible. I am the Promethean agent he spoke of. Phaedrus knows what the Telkine did to my family, my village, and he still won't let me seek my revenge. Instead, he sends you, while dispatching me on a mission to the east. I am duty-bound to follow his orders. I hope Phaedrus knows what he is doing. I suppose I wish you luck. I will see that Telkine dead, one way or another. I'll show you to your ship. By right, this mission should be mine. This boat is as fast as any Greek vessel. I am bound east on other matters. We can set sail whenever you are ready. We can set sail whenever you are.
Truly the greatest builder ever to live was the man named Daedalus. Inspiring muse, grant to me the words to tell his tale. For Minos, king of Crete, did Daedalus make the labyrinth. It was built to house the terrible Minotaur. When Minos imprisoned him high in a tower, Daedalus built wings of wax. 2 sets of wings, one for himself, another for his son. Then he gave careful warning to his son. Fly not too high, he told him, for the sun will melt the wax. Fly not too low, for if the wings get wet, they will not fly. Then son and father put on the wings, and with the dawn took flight away from Crete and cruel King Minos. But as the day got on, young Icarus took joy in flight, and forgetting his father's words, soared up into the sky. He neared the sun. The waxen feathers softened, melted, and foolish Icarus fell from the sky. Daedalus flew on to Sicily, and there he grieved. He named the place Icaria, where Icarus fell. And then, in Sicily, he built a temple to Apollo and left his wings as an offering in the temple there. There is a lesson to all in this story. The master knows balance. He neither flies too low nor too high and reaches the far shore. The novice, in his inexperience, flies high, then falls. A short and beautiful life. There is a lesson to...
You seek the palace? Be warned, tales speak of the Minotaur beast who dwells in the labyrinth beneath the palace. You won't be going down there if you want to come up again. Long ago, King Minos went afoul of a god. At least that's how some tell it. Well, much of no good took place, and in the end his wife bore a son with a bull's head. That was the first Minotaur. The palace lies atop Triton's Ridge. But hear me, the Minotaur is no old wives' tale. Through the fog, you'll find the palace and the labyrinth. A fool's errand, that is. Through the fog, you'll find the palace and the labyrinth.
people are saying that some thing of great power and evil came into Knossos last night. I was sleeping. I don't know what happened. When I awoke, it was to the rumbling of the earth. A foul fog had rolled in, and with it a horde of beasts, great, horrible monsters. I do not know what has happened to us. Surely we have offended the gods. I wouldn't stay here, traveler. I'm afraid we are cursed. I wouldn't stay here, traveler. I'm afraid...
Welcome, stranger. All is not well here in Knossos. Last night something passed by here. We felt it, though we could not see it. Now everything has gone into chaos. Horrible creatures appeared, the ground shook, and an evil fog moved in off the sea. Many of us have fallen mysteriously ill, and our healer, Xanthippus, is up in the hills. Nobody has seen him for 2 days. Whatever it was that came to Knossos, disaster followed it like a loyal hound. Durdas said he saw the thing. He could barely describe it. He said it was larger than a man and reeked of an ancient evil. If only Xanthippus were here. Perhaps he could heal our sick villagers. If only Xanthippus were here.
Once, long ago, the cruel tyrant Leukes seized the throne in Knossos. His bloody reign came to an end when a servant poisoned him. Some tell tales of his skeleton rising from its tomb nestled in Triton's Ridge. Well, I did not believe the tales, but I swear I saw the dead tyrant beyond this village last night. Well, I did not believe the tales, but I...
Yes, I am Xanthippus. You speak of a strange sickness, the coming of this fog. Well, I have a problem of my own. I was gathering medicinal mushrooms in that cave when a monstrous spider came up behind me. I ran out to safety, but unfortunately, I left my staff in the cave. Without it, I will be of no help to the villagers. I'm afraid I won't be any good to our sick without my staff. It was a gift blessed by Hermes. I'm afraid I won't be...
You can't carry anymore.
Welcome, stranger. All is not well here in Knossos. Derdas said he saw the thing. He could barely whatever it was that came to Knossos. If only Xanthippus were here. Perhaps he...
The beasts have claws and teeth, but you have fire. You have Zeus-like bolts to throw, and I have things to tell you.
Ha! Thank you, stranger, my healing staff. Please, let me thank you for your troubles. I suppose I should head back. Yes. I'll be on my way to town as soon as I catch my breath. Yes.
You can't hold anymore.
The undead tyrant did indeed walk the earth? It is good that you slayed it. Gnosis is full of old myths. Maybe there's truth to all of them. Gnosis is full of old myths. Maybe there's truth. Good day!
Buy a staff?
Caravan stowage. All right.
Hi again.
Ah, what I wouldn't give for a spectral matter charm. Zeus protect you.
Caravan stowage. Come again.
Oh, yes, and how can I help you? Come again.
My armors are specially crafted. They never hinder casting.